What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to the first episode on our Killing Floor 2 coverage. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today. In fact, I am elated about this game. I am actually a huge Killing Floor 1 fan. Like, I played the shit out of it. It's a game that I've stayed up all night playing many times. I have loads of hours played, and Killing Floor 2 and Tripwire sent me a key. I found that, unfortunately, I messed myself, and so I've got to get a new chair in here. It's been stinky ever since I got the key. Still, Killing Floor 2, look at my character right now. Is he not a badass? He's supposedly a Yakuza guy, or at least he was an actor who played a Yakuza guy, then went crazy once the apocalypse happened. But look at that Rolex and that gold belt buckle. I feel like you can't kill zombies to the appropriate extent unless you're dressed well. At that point, you can go out and you can actually get the job done. And so if you don't know what Killing Floor is, it's a wave defense game in which you take control of a team of characters who are working together with various classes in order to get the job done and kill a whole bunch of mutant freaks that were spawned by a company called Horzine. It's all bad news. If you get stuck in any of the levels here, if you're ever in this situation, that would totally suck. But the world is basically destroyed at this point, and we are trying to save it. Here's some perks. So you've got the Berserker. The Berserker is the melee class, runs around with melee weapons, drools, grows beards, sweats, hits things in the face till they bleed. The Commando. The Commando is your rifle specialist. They can see invisible enemies, and they cause bullet time mode. You've got, underneath that, you've got the support class here, which is your shotgunner, which is the class that I prefer. Good at welding doors, very good with grenades and firing shotguns. You got the field medic, which is basically, it's just a healer, but the field medic's kind of cool in this game because the field medic can actually fill in as like a light version of all the other classes. We do have perks right now. I've got it set to ammo so that I have extra ammo when I start up the game. Very cool stuff right there. As you level, you get more and more perks that branch off. You can only pick one. I'm going to ready up because this guy's waiting on us right now, and I don't like to keep people waiting in the lobby. It's just like online etiquette, and so there it is. Wave incoming. Well, let's rock out. Nobody screw up. Easier said than done in an online multiplayer game. It looks like our ally is a commando, so his job's going to be to kill little stuff. That's right, you have a job. If you have a class in this game, it's just like any other online game. If you have a class, you have a job. I'm going to shoot for the head over here, and there are different types of enemies. We'll talk about that in just a moment. In Killing Floor, you always want to go for the headshots, but the commando's job is essentially to kill little mobs. His rifle doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's great at shooting the heads off of little stuff, and so essentially he keeps these little guys right here, known as clots, from building up too greatly, and also the guys running around with swords and things like that. All the enemies do different stuff, so these little guys right here are called clots. Clots don't really do that much. They come in large numbers. They grab you, they hold you in place, and they redivert your reticle to face them whenever they grab you so that you can't aim at other bigger threats. Alone in little groups, they're not really that big of a problem, but if you're going up against bigger, nastier things, they can hold you down long enough until those bigger, nastier things catch you and then put their bigger, nastier hands all over your little, beautiful parts. And so, let me get rid of it. Yeah. Whew, ran up on me quick right there. I don't know if I can accept that. At the moment, we've just got like a Mossberg silenced pump shotgun or something. That's what we start out with. There's a free weapon over here. You might wonder why I'm running around. Okay, so in the beginning of the game, you always want to run around. We got the Crowville survival tool right there. You want to run around and you want to gather as many guns and as much ammo as possible. The reason being, so we'll start with A for ammo. You want to pick up ammo crates because you get a free grenade and free clips of ammo every single time you pick that up. And so grenades are expensive. Every time you kill a mob, if you look down at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, I've got a number right there. It says DOSH, or it's got a little D symbol, $589 down there. That's your money that you spend in between rounds after you kill off all the enemies. And so every time you pick up a free grenade, it saves you 100 DOSH. And so in the first round, you always want to run around and find as many grenade crates, ammo crates as you can, because it saves you money when you go into this screen to buy yourself new stuff. I'm going to autofill right there because I don't think we're going to buy anything else, and I'm going to sell those weapons that we picked up because they're not for our class. And so you got a varmint rifle right there. We sold the Crowville tool, and that puts us at $400 for later. That's $400 up from where we would have been had we not picked up that extra stuff. And in fact, if we hadn't gotten the free grenades, we'd probably be super broke right now. And so honestly, one of the first things I do in the first round, since it's not that difficult anyways, I abandon my team. I go out and I find ammo crates. That's just what I personally do. That may not be what everybody does, but that's what I do when I play Killing Floor. This area up here is called the Blood Slopes. On this map, it's a good place to just hang out. You've probably seen it before if you've seen any of my streams. This is a really good spot to hang out on this map. You tend to play very stationary in this game while you're running around. Let me check my perks real fast. We got ammo up and running right now. The other one that I didn't talk about is we can turn ourselves into a node. I guess we could throw out a backpack of ammo or something like that. I assume that it works much better for full games on higher difficulties because this game is meant to be played on high difficulties. On normal, you don't really have to show any care or pay attention too well to what you're doing. You just have to shoot stuff. And so I'm trying to level up right now so that we can get to the higher difficulties so that I can give you those real tips while we play the game. As of right now, all I can sort of do is elude. That's a husk right there. What a husk does, he's got a flamethrower, as you just saw, and he's one of the only ranged mobs, so you got to watch out for him. He sets you on fire, it eats off your ammo, or it eats off your armor very well. Ooh, that was a good one right there. Well, actually, I only killed one, never mind. Ow! I've taken a sword to the torso. My plexus has been punctured. That's very, very unfortunate. These little guys right here are called crawlers. They actually move a little bit quicker than your general purpose mutant. They hop too, so they have kind of like a little charge animation, I guess. Like a little jumping strike animation. Essentially, they just hit you in the back while you're running away, and they do a little bit of damage. They're kind of like clots, except that they don't hold you down. They move a little bit faster, and then they deal a little bit more damage. Not that much to worry about, though. They tend to go down in droves. Commandos would want to handle those as well on higher difficulties. I think... Where is he? I'm going to try and keep an eye on our medic, I guess. There we go. The big guy right there is a bloat. You want to shoot his head off. You don't want to body shot him. If you body shot him, he'll explode and put acid over all the people around you. And on higher difficulties, that acid... Ooh, fished out a good little amount of kills right there with that grenade. You can press the G key to throw grenades. It is expensive, though, so don't do it too much. But as I was saying about the big guys, the bloats, and so when you're fighting the big tubby guys, you want to shoot their heads off, and you want to let them wander around decapitated, but don't shoot the bodies because they fire acid all over the place. And that acid will eat away your armor, and it'll hurt people. And on high difficulties, it can be enough to really do some serious damage. We have a clock coming through the door right there. Let me get a couple on him. Duck back behind the pillar when he fires, get back out, put a couple more into him, and down he goes. Couple more clots coming through the door. Not that concerned about it. We got 17 left in this wave before we can go further. You get on out of here. Stop following me. I realize that you are drawn to me like moths to a flame of shotgun awesomeness, but I assure you there's nothing for you but shells on this side. They're like, ooh, seashells? I love seashells. I'm like, no. Splatter does not sell seashells down by the seashore. Unfortunately, it is not seashells that Splatter sells by the seashore ever. That's not a way that I earn my money in any situation. Let me put a couple more on this guy right here. There we go. Alright, reload this thing with our green shotgun shells. They told me in the stream that the difference between a green shotgun shell and a red shotgun shell is the manufacturer. That's what somebody told me. Ammo crate! Free ammo crate right there. I'm going to grab that. Hold it down for just a moment. Okay, we're looking pretty good right now. We are looking pretty good. We got full up on grenades. It shouldn't cost us a lot to get into the next round. I don't know if we'll be able to upgrade to the M4 just yet. I'm hoping we can because I prefer it. The M4 doesn't hold a lot of ammo, but it fires faster and it does more damage, so I tend to use it. I think it got nerfed a little bit. We can weld doors. As a support class, you should probably do that. It's in the 4 key. You press it twice. It'll go past your medical tool. It'll bring out the welder, and you can weld doors. It's free XP. On higher difficulties, welding doors is a fantastic way to level up very, very quickly. So things to keep in mind while we're out and about. One clot left. Apparently our teammate totally digs the berserkery because he took him out with one fell swipe. He's got himself just like some kind of commando Soviet shovel over here. It's got a fish hook on the back end. Like, look at that thing. I don't think he's going to be practicing any, I don't know, any dentistry on trolls or anything like that anytime soon. Oh, we do have enough money. Okay, so let's sell off the pump shotty, and then we'll jump into the M4 right now because I think that's going to be a good expenditure for us. We'll autofill it. Normally, I could have gone into the AA-12, but that wouldn't allow me to get a full stack of ammo for the AA-12, and I would rather have more bullets on an inferior gun than less bullets on a higher gun. These are some of the guns you can have. There's 4 for the commando. There's the 4 weapons if you wanted to pause and take a look for the berserker. There's the weapons you have right there for the support class. The medic actually has some interesting options now. In the first game, the medic largely just healed, and then they had a medic gun. However, in this game, they actually have a lot of choices how they want to heal people, and so they can take a light version of other classes. So you can have like a medic with a shotgun, you have a medic with an assault rifle, so they can basically fill in and do other people's jobs. Not quite as well, but still, it gives them a little bit of diversity, I guess a little bit of diversity that they didn't have in the previous game, I suppose. So things to think about right there if you like to play the medic. I think your options have gone up in this game. It's important to memorize, or at least to think about the fact that this game is in early access right now. So, ooh, we got a flashlight. If you press the F key, you got a flashlight right there. So you can go, kind of like blind all of your teammates. You're like, ah, I bestow upon you little floaty blue and purple lights that will stay in your eyes when you close them and float around for the next 5 minutes. Stare at them. Oh, they're orange now. Lovely. They change colors. They are multi-chromatic. They're pleochroic, if you will. Next wave is incoming. Wave number 3. We're almost halfway through this deal. I'll probably just hang out up here or something. Looks like they're having fun down there, though. I hear shooting, which is typically associated with fun in video games, so I don't know. Kind of quiet up here. It's a little bit disappointing. Maybe I'll help out a little bit. Maybe I'll just shoot a couple shells down here. How does that sound? Okay, so a couple shells away, just to clear that out slightly. Help my teammates out. Let it be known that Splattercat is a team player. He enjoys having other people around that he can assist with his shotgunny goodness. Ooh, there we go. There's a good spread for somebody with a shotgun. I like that. I like that very much. And so we take them out. Let me reload this thing because we do have some more friends coming through. I don't know if they're friends. They're holding their hands up, though. That guy's got double meat cleavers, which makes me worried that maybe he's overestimating his abilities as a chef. you gotta appraise your life skills properly, and unfortunately, I think there are very few people that are skillful enough to use 2 cleavers at the same time, unless they work at a Chinese food place. Like, for example, I go to a Chinese food place, and the old lady that works there, she dual wields cleavers when she's chopping up the meat. She'll be like, tuck, 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 and then she chops it up, and she's like flipping it all over the place, like Benihana stuff. No, she doesn't do Benihana stuff, but like, she's pretty deft with those 2 cleavers. I would be worried about facing her in a street brawl. Given her ability to use implements like that are not meant for combat, I don't know, improvised implements, that's what I was looking for. There's a lot of imps in that sentence, and they were running away with my thought process. Her skills with improvised implements is worrying. It's very, very worrying, and so I don't think I would square off with her in a Jets versus Sharks type street battle plus dancing. I don't think that would work out very well, unless my jazz hands were especially, I don't know, fruitful that day. Make your head fall off. There we go. So his head is off. You can see my teammate is still shooting him. That's a bad plan, and you should not do that, for it shall drain forth of your armor in a way that is not acceptable, even on the lower of the difficulties. Couple of clots coming in. That one right there looks like he's ready to go. Look at that. He's giving us the flex face right there. He's going straight Jersey Shore. He's like, what, bro? Bro, you don't even know, bro. Yoked all day. Trapezius, bro. Trapezius. I'm like, okay, well, trapezius to you too. I don't know what this means. You're looking kind of hostile right now, though, and I've got a gun, so I think I'm just going to shoot you. That's how we do in the Bay. That's how we do in the Bay. So let's make our way. We got 25 meters until we make it back to the vendor. My God, my thought process is just all over the place today, isn't it? It is all over the place, whatever the hell this place is. I like how there's gun vendors just conveniently spread all around a location that otherwise seems to be used for shipping of manufacturing goods, for the shipping of manufactured goods. Let's buy a boomstick for right now, and then we'll fill up. I'd like to do this in the proper progression, just so you guys can see all the support weapons. I will be doing my best to give you tips along the way when we get into higher difficulties. For right now, it's just shenanigans and having fun. Some free armor right there. Yeah, give that to him. That's going to save him some money, so that's some good stuff right there. He's got a katana, which he's running tip up, which is kind of like running with scissors, but I suppose with the stakes raised slightly. Why you would raise your stakes, I don't know. I like to keep my stake on the table. When I raise it up in the air, the dog and the cat start to look at it very lustily, and at that point, I'm worried at any moment they might jump up into the air and just steal my steak. It's happened before at my parents' house. My dad left a steak on the table. Funniest story, well, I don't know. I'm not going to build it up like it's the funniest. So a tip for storytelling, never start out a story by saying, this is the funniest story ever, because it sets the bar high, and then the story actually has to be funny. If you start off with like, there was this thing that happened, when you tell us, this is true right here. I'm giving you a storytelling tip right now. Anyways, so my dad made steaks for himself and my mom, and so he went somewhere. He went to the garage to get a soda or something like that, at which point the Chihuahua decided to get up on the table and steal the steak, and got it like halfway across the living room too, before he realized, with my dad bearing down on him with a murderous rage in his eyes, that he couldn't get the steak. It was too heavy for him. He couldn't lift it, and so he abandoned it and ran for it. My dad ate the steak anyways, even though the dog had slightly gnawed on it, just to prove you gotta show your superiority in that situation. Be like, no, you don't get this. I get this. I am Alpha Dog. I am Alpha Dog, and you are but the Omega Dog, which sounds more awesome because it has Mega in it. Anything like Sega Mega Drive, Omega, anything with Mega in it sounds like it's better, but actually Alpha, better than Omega, weirdly enough, given the syntactical like subwords taking place in that little structure. I don't know. It's got Mega in it. There's nothing going on right now. What the? Well, at least we're winning still. We've got 97 kills. I count it as winning. If I've got more kills than everybody else, I don't know. Maybe I should focus on being more helpful instead of being more killy. But for right now, I enjoy being killy. Stuff needs to happen right here. Stuff? Are you happening? It's kind of dead this. Oh, good, crawlers. Let's shoot them. Yay, crawlers shot. Oh, Scrake. So that's a Scrake, which is one of the bigger mobs. Typically, it would be my problem, but since the other shotgunner was on it, not my problem, not my job, to quote the great Mac Dre. We got a couple of invisible stalkers up inside of here. They are hitting me. They are causing damage to my frame. My teammates are good folks right there because they were blocking me with their bodies. Like, no, save Splattercat! They were diving in front of me, trying to save me from physical damage because they know that I work with the public. And so obviously I can't have any large facial scars or anything right now. And so they were willing to sacrifice their facial integrity to make sure that my YouTube career continues. And that's a kind thing to do. I appreciate their sacrifice. I'm going to boomstick that crawler in the face. Unfortunately, I think they nerfed the boomstick in between here and the previous game. I feel like it has less pellets, it has less range, and it does less damage. However, it's secondary fire. Every gun has a secondary fire. If you press the middle mouse button, it allows you to unload both barrels. That girl flew. It allows you to unload both barrels on somebody, and it can do a considerable amount of damage if you point blank them and double barrel them in the face. If you're going up against bosses or anything like that, it can do a lot of damage, so bear that in mind. This little guy over here has got to go. He's got no clothes. He's got a sword for an arm. He's doing this weird Urukai routine when he's running up on us, and I cannot have that. I can't have that. I like that guy. That commander right there, he's my homie, and so I'm taking out foes to keep him safe. It looks like the round is over, and we have a long-ass walk back to the trader. The trader's pod, that is, so let's go. In the first game, the trader was this little British girl, and I liked her a lot better. I don't know why they replaced her with the pod. I feel like that was a mistake, and they should have kept the old trader. She was I liked her. I don't know. Other people might have hated on her, but I thought she was like part of the game, the ambiance of the whole thing. Without her, Killing Floor doesn't feel quite the same. This round, we're going to get the AA-12, which is the bona fide. That means that it has a rigid internal structure. It is the bona fide badass of all guns ever invented. The AA-12, I don't normally rank guns. This is not a thing I think about very often, but the AA-12 is the shit. It goes, ah, because that's the sound that your opponent makes when you point it at them. You go, ah, AA-12, and you point it out, they go, ah! And you're like, how many times shall I shoot you? And they're like, one or two, AA, one or two. That's AA-12 right there. That's how it works. And so there's an ammo. I'm not going to pick up the ammo crate. He's got a sledgehammer. I'm going to give him some cash just in case. Does he want cash? There we go. You should give away your money. You press the B key and it gives your money away. You should do that. We have the best gun that we can possibly have for the support class right now. So there's really no reason for us to like not give away our stuff. We might as well help our teammates out and give them whatever they want along the way, because that's going to make them more efficient. You should be generous in this game. Your teammates hold you aloft, especially once you get into the worser difficulties, the difficulties that are like hell on earth. Your teammates will hold you aloft and make it such that you don't have to do their job. So your commander will be shooting off heads. You will be taking care of the big guys. The berserker will be standing in the front taking damage and getting healed. And allowing them to do their job better by supplying them with cash can save you in that situation. So there you go, just things to think about. That's the way that Killing Floor needs to be played. Don't be greedy. Supply yourself, but also supply your teammates. This door over here, there's something big behind. I think there's a scrake behind that door, so we may run into a situation here where we have a fairly large implement-wielding individual who wants to hurt us. And the problem is they're all using chainsaws improperly. Like, the manufacturer would be very, very upset. Who creates a mutant with a chainsaw arm? Yeah, the door is down. Christ. Alright, well, it looks like, well, actually, we got the scrake down pretty quickly because we had double AA-12s on him. Anyways, that's definitely not fitting the manufacturer's warranty right there. When you mount it on somebody's arm, free ammo, it raises us on up. But anyways, I don't think that they're going to honor the warranty card on that one. You can't just, like, put a saw on somebody's arm right there and expect it to work. It's, that's not what oh, look, there's a flesh pound over there. A big old flesh pound. Flesh pound coming in. And so we'll continue going. Flesh pound. So we'll continue to run on up here. And unfortunately, my key seems to be sticking for my caps lock. You want to announce it. You just want to let people know when you're running around that there's a flesh pound coming so that they don't walk around a corner and get flesh pounded. The flesh pound has two phases. He has yellow mode, which is where he just walks around. If you deal too much damage, or if he goes too long without hitting somebody, he goes into red mode, which is where he chases you after being in red mode for a couple seconds. He'll go back to yellow. And so it's kind of a fine dance of you. I mean, my dancing is never that fine. But anyways, as I'm saying here, it's kind of a dance between hitting him enough and making sure that he doesn't run down and splat your entire team. The more people you have in the game, the harder they are to kill. So things get more HP the more people are in the game, and there are more enemies per person in the game. So you kind of want to be in full games. It's the best way to level up. It allows you to get a whole lot more target practice in. Out that hallway. Yeah, crouch down right there. Old habits die hard. In the first game, you always wanted to crouch when you were using a shotgun and fire upwards into the enemy because it made it more likely that all the pellets were going to hit properly and like not go in between their legs and stuff like that. At least that's how it was explained to me. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but nonetheless, it seems to be alright. Let me check this bad gun right here. Like, I'm not a bad gun, I'm a good gun. Thus far, I've done everything that you have asked of me. I have performed exactly to specifications. And I'll be like, I mean you're a bad-ass gun. I'm like, I am not an ass gun either. If you try and keister me, I will be very, very upset. I'm also kind of large, so I think I might cause some structural damage to your colon if you attempt to use me in that regard. I also can't promise that I won't go off while I'm inside of you. Giggity. Anyways, we'll kill off a couple of these guys over here. Alright. Now that we've eliminated some of the more dead... Oh, we only got 7 bad guys left. Well, hell. Did we ever kill the flesh pound? Or did that happen? He's busy taunting the Zeds right now. Just running his mouth. He'd be like, "Urgh!" You can actually hold down the Z key and it opens up a grid of like random emotes you can use just by clicking the direction that you want. It's pretty cool. I love this game. In all honesty, like, this is one of those games that I have no problem promoting or like having on my channel, just because Killing Floor 1 is such a good game, especially once you started getting some of the fan-made maps and things like that. It just got so good, especially it opens up to the Steam Workshop, and so people can add custom maps where there's like RPG progression and all kinds of crazy stuff going on, where like you level up on their servers and there are different things and there's different. It's hard to explain, but you know how StarCraft has map mods where there's like paintball RPG and stuff like that? Well, Killing Floor has that too, and so when you get bored of the normal game, you can go to the non-whitelisted stuff and you can play the mods that people have made, and it's a blast. It really sincerely is. The amount of gameplay that you're going to get out of Killing Floor is just absurd. I'm hoping the second game gets supported like the first game did. I hope the DLCs, I don't know. I've heard that they're going to price this one higher than when the first game came out, which I think $20 is a great price point for this game. It's a place where anybody, we have 97 out of 96 shells. That's concerning. Alright, well, I'm not going to turn down an extra shotgun shell. I mean, This thing right here, if you look at it, it's actually just 3D printing the guns right there. And it's not like the shitty 3D printed guns that we have nowadays. This one will actually fire like 1,000 rounds without breaking. Yeah, loads of money. There it is. I'm going to take all the money for right now. I do miss some of the old emotes that you had with some of the commandos and things, but I think that's just nostalgia talking. What can you do? Nostalgia every now and again dictates how much fun you can have in a game. I'm having a blast with Killing Floor 2, though. That building is number 4. That one says TM. Apparently that's where they house the, I don't know, wireless at or something. Yay, we're still winning. That makes me happy. But yeah, that building apparently houses the wireless or dentures or something. I don't know what that little symbol is on the side, but That's a very boxy car right there. You'd think they would make it a little bit more sleekified. Make people want to drive it. Be like, yeah, hauling that car, go. In my sick-ass Bugatti dragger thingy. I don't even know what to call that. It's almost like an armored truck. Free armor right there, but we don't need it, so I'm not going to go buy it. I want to make sure that we're not wasting stuff that other people could use more effectively. That's part of playing the game as well. Whereas you can be greedy in the first couple rounds. Later on, you kind of want to leave stuff laying around just in case somebody gets into trouble. Let me shoot these. Off with his head. There we go. Off with you. Off with you. There we go. You as well. They're all walking around headless. He's going to come through and hit him with a shovel just to dig down deep and just let him know that our point is that we want them to be dead. I think that if we can use our M9 well enough, I shouldn't have to waste any damage on anything else, although I did hear the sound of something rather large just now, so we may want to watch out for flesh pounds or anything else. There he is, our flesh poundy friend. Well, he won't be pounding my flesh. Nope, nope, nope. Nobody pounds my flesh but me. And so let's run off in this direction and just leave my teammate. That's what you get. That's what you get. I'm going to kill all these little guys so that he'll probably be fine. Berserkers can take a lot of damage, and the other supports with them, so if we can keep these right here from turning around and hitting them from behind while they're fighting with the flesh pound, I actually think that's the best way that we can support the operation. Get a shot, grenade out, there we go. 35 XP from that, so you can guarantee we killed at least 4 or 5 mobs. A couple more enemies coming in on this side, clear them out with some well-placed headshots, if I do say so myself. If my horn is tooted by yours truly, see if I can shoot his head off, there it is. Can't promise. Yeah, somebody else hit him and blew him up, unfortunately, so there it is. Sometimes you just can't help it. You gotta hit yourself a bloat. Gotta hit yourself a bloat. Some invisible naked ladies attacking me right there. There could be worse problems to have. There could be worse problems to have. Then again, they are in attack mode, so I don't think this is not the best circumstances to be hanging out with naked ladies. They are in full attack regalia. Free gun right there. Can't hold it because my weight is full. Did I talk about weight already? You can also press the Q key to self-heal yourself real fast. If you're trying to figure out how to play the game, pressing the Q key every now and again is probably a really, really good idea if you've got some, I don't know, clear way. I guess if the way is clear. There we go. I can make this sentence. I can forge this sentence, damn it. Anyways, if the way is clear, pressing the Q key is a fantastic way to make sure that you yourself stay healed. I will point out that the med gun heals other people better than you heal yourself, so in general, you probably want to heal other people, but if you're all by your lonesome, there's some heals out. That worked out well. Oh, a siren right there, a siren, or whatever the hell you want to call them. I don't know, is there a differentiation between like a police siren and a siren that lives out in the ocean and tries to draw sailors away to their doom with seduction? I think it's just siren. Anyways. There's a siren right there, and we shot it in the face. It took us a long time to get there, and I realized that I shot her in the face now like 5 minutes ago, but we're still talking about it for some reason. I think that they should definitely go out of the way. Porsche and like Bugatti and all those companies, they should definitely get in on the forklift market. I feel like they could make some pretty cool luxury forklifts. And that seems like just the sort of thing that rich people would get into. Like, rich people love luxury stuff that other people can't, like a diamond-encrusted forklift. You don't even need to lift anything. It's just a diamond-encrusted forklift to have at your house, just in case someday you need to lift a pallet of diamonds or gold or something. Just in case. You never know when you got to move your gold supply around when you're rich. I wouldn't know. I don't have a gold supply. I had some gold dust that I bought when I was in Sacramento when I was like 6 years old at like one of those tourist traps. So I'm going to ask somebody real fast because I'm not exactly sure how to drop the ammo bag. Or somebody told me that the ammo bag just turns you into a node that other people can interact with to get ammo. But I need somebody to corroborate. I'm going to get a second opinion real fast while we're sitting here because I'm not so sure. I don't think we need anything. I'm just going to autofill. Okay, so yeah, he went through and people walk up to you and press use, so now we know. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle, so we can swap that in right now if people want to. We could play around with it and see if it's helpful. I don't know if it will be. I would rather give myself 20 bullets than give everybody else 20 bullets because I'm hateful and selfish like that. But nonetheless, we can try it out. It looks like it did. I don't know if it's going to go into effect after this round or during the next one. It looks like it lowered my ammo by 20, so I think it's already in effect. That's cool. That's cool. That works out. So with the AA-12, the secondary fire just switches it between burst and single fire mode. In case you were wondering, it changes it from automatic to semi-automatic. A wild T-Rex appears. That would be the worst thing to ever happen in the middle of a zombie holocaust. Like, seriously, if the zombies are invading the world and destroying it, how can this get worse? Well, a roaming T-Rex. Let's just throw that into the equation. Everything else seems to be falling apart pretty aggressively. We might as well add fuel to the fire here. The good old kerosene, the old engine to the burning twiggery. What's on this side? Nothing going on right there. Demon Hunter, someone to hate. That doesn't sound like a very nice song title. Unless they're talking about, like, hating pedophiles. And they're like, yeah! I think we can all get behind that. I think we can all get behind that. Maybe it's a song about hating pedophiles. That's what I'm going to think from now on. Let's shoot those right there. I used to pedophile, like, when I was younger, but it was just because I really liked the way the file felt when I ran my fingers across it. And so, I don't know. It was a nail file. It felt good, though. You run your finger down and be like... Brrr. So there it is. There it is. I guess you probably want to add some hyphens or something into that, though. And then you also got to release... You got to release the D from duty and add the T in right there so that people don't get confused. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, everybody. You know what I mean. Petting those files. Try it sometime. Go get a metal file and just run your finger down it. I bet it feels good. You'll be like, ooh, unless you got calluses on your finger from working too hard, and then it might not. I don't know. I feel like I'm like really off topic right now. I think I'm gonna throw a grenade down here. Yeah, that'll work. Boom! I like it how the little chunks just fly everywhere after the... Is that a psychopathic or sociopath? No, flashback! No, 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 no! Not me! Not today! I do not want my flesh torn away! Oh, never mind, we got him. He's destroyed. That's my flesh pound killer. Oh, a second one. Wow, the universe is not happy with us. I figure if we unload, though, 2 AA-12s, we shouldn't have any problems. He's with a Scrake! No! Oh my, we have serious issues right now. Luckily, given the fact, and I ain't talking about no XM radio neither, but seriously, this episode brought to you by Sirius XM radio. No, seriously though, they hit us with like everything they had all in one wave. Now the next round, there's a bonus round. There's technically an 8 out of 7 round where you fight the boss. We'll see how that goes. I actually think we're probably going to be able to do... Ow, you bit me! No! I am now 1 nipple less. What a precarious bite. Now people are always going to ask. Every time I go to the swimming pool, they'll be like, what happened to your nipple? And I'm like, well, I got bit off by a zombie. And they'll be like, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. They had to stitch it shut. They tried to take flesh from the inside of my palm or something to make a new nipple, but it didn't work. That guy had a lot of blood in his hair. He's going to need to apply some serious shampoo to that situation after we get out of this locality. She flew. I love hitting people with the boomstick and watching them fly. It makes me happy for some reason. I don't know. It cheers me up. On a rainy day, it makes everything better. It makes everything fantastical. Let's head on over to the trader and see if we can't get ourselves all nice and situated with some new gear. Well, there's no new gear to have. I don't know why I said that. I'm fooling everybody right now. There's no new gear to have. Here's some more guns right here. If you wanted to look... never mind. Let's just go. Never mind. Didn't I already show those earlier on in the episode? Either way. Let me know if you need money, guys. Either way, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Sometimes this episode has gone long, and so I have no idea. We've been playing catch with it, and it just keeps going longer and longer and longer. I have no idea what I've accomplished up until here. I like how our gun has filigree. That's pretty cool. This guy's being positive in here. We're going to be fine. I bet you we win here. We got this. Positiva capital T. That's a song that I'm working on. Positiva to capital T. It's a thing for me. I'm trying to get it going on. But unfortunately, I can't get DJ Mustard on the hook. He didn't think that it was actually going to be profitable. And I was like, you know what? All you do anyways is add a bunch of haze into the background. So what do I need you for anyways? So, And then I walked away and cried silently because I knew that my quest to become a super awesome rapper with an AA-12 was never going to occur. I would figure that my overall, like, suburban background would probably preclude me from that anyways, but it's worth a shot. Whatever. You know, throw it out there. I get the distinct feeling like 90% of rappers lying out their ass anyway, so I figure. If you want to know what his health is, you see how he's got that green crystal and the green pipes? They change colors when he takes more damage, so when they turn red, it means he's about to die. And so he goes, it actually transitions. He goes green to yellow to orange, orange to red, so he's got like 4 phases. Oh, he's behind the door. I kind of want that to fall down so that we can nade all at the same time. Him re-welding that is not working for me. Yeah. Stop that. Let the door go down. Throw grenades on 10%. We'll see what happens right here. Yeah, just let it go down. It'll be fine. There we go. So always throw grenades when a door's about to go down at 10% because you will score a ridiculous amount of kills, especially if you're playing the support class because I think they get grenade buffs. At least they did in the first game. So, go. There it is right there. Unload all grenades. And we'll take a look at his health in just a moment. He throws grass grenades, so if you want to know the phases that this guy has, he has running phase and walking phase. He's in walking phase right now. During walking phase, he throws gas grenades, smoke grenades, and explosive grenades, and you're just going to have to eyeball it and stay out of the way for those ones. In running phase, which is what he's doing right now, he attempts to grab onto a player and suck their health out, and if he doesn't do that, he'll actually melee them to death with some serious damage attacks. If you have armor, you might survive it. But without any armor, there's a smoke grenade right there that he threw out. But yeah, those are the 2 phases. So you want to stay moving. You want to get in a couple shots before he throws grenades each time. And then run away, sort of just like vacate. Oh, good, we leveled up. That's awesome. That'll give us an extra 2% damage. Oh, no. No. Clots, go away. Clots, go away. Oh, he missed. He actually, okay, that didn't count. Oh, he's going to get us this time, though. There it is. Okay, so he's sucking our health out right now, but he's already at like orange-red health. So he's pretty close. We're doing decent damage on him right now. I'm almost out of ammo, so we may need to hunt down some crates in just a moment. See if we can get some more grenades and some more ammo. I'm torn. I'm so tremendously torn right now as to whether I should be helping people. Well, let's get the hell out of here. A boomstick is not going to do it. Ew! Our eyeballs are bubbling right now. That's an unpleasant cocktail. Don't ever make my eyeballs bubble. If you really want me to be angry with you, hit me with something that makes my eyeballs bubble. I will, as soon as I regain my sight and stop being effectively blind, I will come back and destroy you. So what we're doing right now is we're looking for ammo crates. I'm out of ammo for the gun that can actually kill this mob. The boomstick can do damage, but it's subpar for what we're trying to accomplish here. We don't want him to survive. He will survive if we hit him with the boomstick, and so I don't know. No crates to be found. There's one right there. Crate time leads us to a crate time. Time to shoot the face time, cause we got the crate time. I keep accidentally, I don't know, for whatever reason, I keep hitting the VoIP key on accident. You'll see it flashing off to the side. I think it's because I'm trying to hit shift so I could sprint and run away. But yeah. Oh, my mic isn't even working. Well, that explains a lot of things now, doesn't it? That explains a lot of things. Well, fantastic. Fantastic. So we can get a couple shots off right there, although we'll want to avoid that gas grenade. Yeah, that hurt. Alright, press the Q key, heal ourselves real fast. Are we the only person still up right now? I think we are. Let's keep roaming. I'm just going to run away until I have time to appraise this situation. More ammo! Yes! Oh, no, we're not alone. Okay, we got the Berserker still up, so that's pretty cool. Although, if he stands his ground, this is going to be a real short trip for him, so I'm going to keep... Oh, no, he's on me right now. Put a couple more on him then. Keep running. He's got us with another gas grade. Once again, our eyes are bubbling. Our eyes are bubbling like it's lunch break in college. Bubblers. That's what I remember about college. Those bubblers. Those goddamn bubblers. Always getting you all kinds of distress. What? Saw blade stuck into the wall right there. Keep healing! Your body is in such terrible shape right now. Well, I don't think that... I'm in good shape. I do a lot of cardio. It's just that I've been shot several times now with SMGs. I think our Berserker's standing the ground right now. Need to go back in and help him. Nope, he's dead. Never mind. Even a wild T-Rex could not save us from the enemy's wrath. Let's just run away, shall we? We got 14 bullets left. Get a heal off, because obviously we're going to get gas grenaded in just a moment. No, explosive grenades. Please don't hurt me. They got me a little bit. The SMGs. Oh, we just got clipped. Okay, so we need to avoid getting SMG'd. He can actually do a serious amount of damage with that stuff. Heal. If you're wondering how I know when to heal, there's a cooldown at the bottom left-hand corner. See that little syringe that fills up right there? When it's at the max, you can heal other people or heal yourself. We can actually heal people when it's at half if it's other people, I think, if I remember correctly, but I don't know, I'll have to test it out again and see if it's the same in between games. For right now, what I want to do is we just got to get a little gap in between him and us, and so stay mobile, stay frosty, stay running when you're up against this mob, and sneak in shots where you can. That's all that I can recommend. Took a little bit more damage right there. Let me focus on getting my health back up. Well, let me see if I can get him, actually. There it is, we got him. Very, very nice. So my name is Splattercat. Welcome to the Victor's Circle, my friends. This was KF2 on normal. We will be playing higher difficulties. I'll do my best to help you guys get better at the game. I have played a lot. I will see you all later. Hi, do out there. I'll see you in episode number 2.